Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about the most important topic of the chapter, the principles involved in isolation of elements, or the chapter title we had already given as the metallurgy. The topic what we are going to discuss is called Froth flotation method. Yes, the topic is called Froth flotation method. What is the meaning of froth? When you take up a tub and place some water and a small amount of detergent, and when you agitate it, the air bubbles that are developed there, that is called as the froth. We have been using or observing this froth in our day-to-day life. Yes, a mass of small bubbles in liquid caused by agitation is called as the froth. What is the title we had given? It is called froth flotation method. In this froth flotation method, we are going to concentrate the sulfide ores. The sulfide ores may be combined with, the sulfur is combined with many metals. Such kind of sulfide ores are concentrated by this method. Do you remember the concentration meaning in the last class regarding the metallurgy? Yes, the concentration technique is the one in which the ore is separated from the impurities, that is called as the Ghon's material. So this froth flotation method, we are going to separate the sulfide ores of the metals. This was accidentally observed by a washerman. Generally, the washerman, when the washerwoman, here an incident had taken place with a washerwoman, then when they are washing the clothes, what will be generated? The froth will be generated. Means once they mix the detergent in water, the froth will be generated. This so-called washerwoman, she is washing the clothes of a miner. We know miner, the one who is participating in the mining process is called as a miner. And then she observed some particles are coming into the froth, that is at the top of the froth, and some other particles are settling at the bottom of the container. In the so-called bucket what she is using, she observed some particles when she is washing the clothes of the miner. Some particles are coming to the top of the froth and some particles are going to the bottom of the container. Then she asked her client, means the so-called clothes to whom she is washing. Then the so-called miner researched on this topic. What is these particles? Then she came to know she is working in the mines that are concentrated much with copper ores. Generally, the copper ores are not freely available. They are present in the sulfide ores. See, what she observed is the so-called mineral of the copper, or the ore of the copper we can speak. They are floating at the top, and the Ghon's particles, they are sinking to the bottom. The miner had studied. We know what is meant by the flotation. The action of floating in a liquid or gas is called as the flotation. Where are the ore particles floating? She observed ore particles are floating at the top and the Ghon's particles are sinking at the bottom. Yes, and now this is what she had observed. These froth, it is able to collect the so-called ore particles in it, whereas the Ghon's particles are settling at the bottom. Hence, this small invention of an washerwoman made the concentration of copper ore very simple. You can study there. When a washerwoman was washing a miner's clothes, she noticed that sand and similar dirt fell to the bottom of the washtub. The copper bearing compound that had come to the cloth from the mines were caught in the soap suds. Here, sud is nothing but the froth, that is the mixture of soap and water, were caught, and so they came to the top. So, this froth flotation technique was simply observed by a washerwoman in her washing of the clothes. What mines is the miner working in? We said the miner is working in a copper mine. How do the copper will be present in the so-called earth crust? We had already learned in the previous videos. Copper does not exist individually. It will be existing in the combined state. The froth flotation technique is especially used in the cases where the ore is of a sulfide ore, means the copper is combined with sulfur here. You can observe the copper ores. There are many ores of the copper, and some of the ores which are very important we had extracted. The copper ores are there in the form of their sulfides. One of the ore is chalcopyrite. Copper, it is in combination with iron and also the sulfide, having the formula CuFeS2. Chalcocite, Cu2S, and cobaltite, Cus, that is copper sulfide. Bornite, Cu5FeS4, tetrahydrite, and energite. In our syllabus presently, we will be concentrating much on the copper ores of chalcopyrite and also chalcosites. In these both of the states, the copper is in a combined state with the sulfide. Now, can you could imagine where is the sulfide ore collected? Yes, the sulfide ore is collected in the froth. And where are the Gonzo particles left behind? The Gonzo particles are left behind in the bottom of the tub. That is, they are settling at the bottom of the container. Now, the froth flotation technique for the copper we are given in a scientific method, the diagrammatic representation. First of all, you please observe there is a container. In the container, the scientific technique how we apply here. We had taken the so-called water and it is mixed with pine oil. We will be coming across the word pine oil, what it means. It is generally extracted from the pine plants, the pine family containing plants. Its property is to make the so-called ore particles not to be wetted by water, but it will be wetted by the so-called oils. The pine oil will be wetting the ore particles, and that will not make the ore particles to be mixed with water. In a simple way, we can also say that does oil is soluble in water? Did you observe water mixed with oil? No. Similarly, these pine oils, they are not soluble in water. They will make up the ore to be mixed with, and they will be floating at the top. Now you can observe in the diagram, there we got a container. In the container, we got the water containing pine oil, and also there is an compressed air from the top. When we passed the compressed air, these ore particles that are containing the sulfide, they will be coming to the top by the agitation process. This is just a diagrammatic representation. We will be discussing this one in detail now. And these ore particles are collected in the form of the froth bubbles at the top, and the gauze particles will be separated down. This is the froth flotation technique that made the miner to work from the simple concept what the washerwoman had observed. Now let us continue the froth flotation technique basic principle. Can you could observe now the ore particles are wetted by the oil and they are reaching to the top, but the gauze particles, they are settling at the bottom. So this is the basic principle we give here. Here one word I had used, that is called, this method is used for removing gauze from the sulfide ores. At times when we go back to the grade 9 standard topic that we had learned about types of solutions, solution, suspension, precipitation. What is meant by the meaning solution? When you take up a glass of water and when you add 2 spoons or 3 spoons of sugar, after mixing it, do you observe the sugar particles again? You may not observe the sugar particles left behind. They are completely mixed in the solution. Those kind of solutions are called as the true solutions. But suspensions are the type of solutions in which the particles, solute particles, are left behind without settling or completely not mixing in the so-called solvent, because their particulate size is much more. And we know the third kind of solution, that's called as a precipitate, which settles at the bottom. Generally, these ores that we are mixing in water, at first they appear like a suspension. So we got the definition what is meant by a suspension. So let us take up the froth flotation meaning in the definition. This method has been used in removing gauze from the sulfide ores. Which are the ores that we are going to use? We are going to use the sulfide ores. From them we are going to separate out the gauze particles. Here we got the second point, is called, in this process a suspension of powdered ore is made with water. Do you remember the word what is meant by suspension? Yes, the suspension means the ore particles and the water particles were not settling at the bottom, or they are not completely mixed. They are left behind as the heterogeneous mixture. So for this kind of solution, suspension, the substances are added which are going to separate up the ore to the top and gauze to the bottom. The substances that we are going to add are collectors and the froth stabilizers. These are the two main things that we add here. These collectors will collect the ore particles into the froth, and the froth will be stabilized by the froth stabilizing agents. So what is the work of the collector, and what are the examples that we can use as the collectors, and what is the froth stabilizer examples, we are going to discuss now. Basically we had drawn one diagram, we discussed one diagram in the case of the the sulfide ores, how they are separated by froth flotation method. Here we had one diagram. Let us study this diagram, a schematic diagram that we need to apply in the board examinations for the froth flotation process if it was given so. Especially the froth flotation process is used to separate the gauze particles from the sulfide ores is the key concept. You can observe that we had one container. In the container there is an inlet for the pulp of ore dimension. We can also say it is the powdered ore. Along with that we are going to pour some amount of oil. It's not the oil, the regular oil that we use in our day-to-day life. It is the, we can say, the collectors or the pine oil. We will be coming with the clear-cut definitions now. What are passed into the container? Pulp of ore plus oil, and at the top there are rotating paddles, means they will make the atmospheric air to be mixed with. Generally when we are using a bucket of water and detergent, you will be mixing with hand. Here you are going to mix with the help of a rotating paddle, and it is making the so-called paddles which are present at the bottom to draw the air. So the froth will be generated, the froth will be enriched now with the mineral, that is the ore containing the sulfide. So in the diagram we can clearly observe there is a container and there is an inlet for pulp of ore plus oil, and there are rotating paddles and the air that is has been drawn by the rotation of the paddles, and that generates the froth. The froth is going to go at the top of the container. This is the basic diagram. And also in the froth meaning we had already discussed. These are the air bubbles. So they had given the point. Enlarged view of an air bubble showing mineral particles attached to it. So in the froth, what are collected? The minerals of the sulfide ores are collected. Now we had the main key concept here. We had discussed the collectors are added, and also froth stabilizing agents are also added. What are the collectors here? What is the purpose of the collector? We had already discussed about the purpose of the collector. These are going to enhance the non-wettability of mineral particles. Means they are not letting the mineral particles to be wetted. Wet means to be attached by water particles. So their purpose is non-wettability of mineral particles. They are not letting the mineral particles to be wetted by the water. But what is their work? Their work is making the so-called mineral to be collected in the froth, because the gonze particles will be wetted by the water and the mineral particles are not wetted by the water. So the main examples that we are using as collectors are pine oils, fatty acids, and also xanthates. We had already came across in the biology about the pine family. The oil extracted from this so-called pine family containing twigs or the needles or any variety of species of the pine, they contain the terpenol and other cyclic terpene alcohols. What do they contain? Terpineol and also cyclic terpene alcohols. These are the higher member alcohols. We had already discussed in the chapter alcohols, phenols and ethers. In that chapter we came to know lower members of alcohols are soluble in water, but the higher members of alcohols are immiscible in the water. So this pine oil being a higher member of the alcohol, it is immiscible in the water and it is collecting the mineral in it. And do you know the meaning of fatty acids? Yes, these are the long chain derivatives of the carboxylic acids. What are the fatty acids? These are the carboxylic acids of long chain carboxylic acids. Here in a simple way, could you observe the fatty acid is nothing but your home also you can observe. There is the fat, there is the ghee. Is it soluble in water, or the butter is soluble in water? Those are also nothing but the fatty acids. They are also not soluble in the water. So these fatty acids are not letting the so-called mineral to be soluble in the water. But observe, carboxylic acids, particularly fatty acids, are the main characters in the froth flotation. In general, they make the flotation of many minerals in the froth. So along with collectors, we got the fatty acids. And the third important collector is, we can call it as the xanthates. This is the first time you are listening the word xanthate. It didn't come in your first year also. It is there only in this chapter of the so-called the metallurgy. Let us see the formula of the xanthate. Here it is a salt. A salt is formed by a cation and anion. We are familiar. Here we can also say the salt is nothing but it is an alkyl oxy. There is an alkyl group and an oxygen, a carbon, a sulfide. Sulfide, it is having a -1 charge. To counter up this -1 charge, there is an positively charged metal ion. It may be a potassium or sodium metal ion. Do you remember what are alcohols, phenols, and ethers? There we had already learned about the ethers. Now we are coming across the esters of dithiocarbonate. These are called as the dithiocarbonate. In general, we are taking some examples here. The R means the alkyl group. It may be methyl, ethyl, or any of the longest carbon chain. If you take the ethyl and the metal ion is sodium, you can call it as the ethyl xanthate. If you take the metal as potassium and the carbon chain is only ethyl, you can call it as the potassium ethyl xanthanate. What is the purpose of these xanthanates? They are making the froth to be collected, the mineral to be collected in the froth. So these are acting like the collectors. So what are the three important collectors we have discussed up to now? We have discussed that there are three important collectors: pine oils, fatty acids, and xanthates. These are examples also we got for all the collectors. Then we are applying here, the mineral particles become wet by oils. What are the oils that we had used here? It is not the oil that we use regularly, it is the pine oil, fatty acids, and also xanthates that are not soluble in the water. And the gons, what is the gons? We came to know gons is nothing but the earthly impurities, that may be sand or clay particles. They will be wetted by the water, but the mineral or the ore particles, they are not wetted by the water. So this is the main thing that happens in the froth flotation technique. I had brought in detail about one by one the so-called containers that we use in the froth flotation process here. We got a tank. Once again we are recalling the whole concept. In the tank there is a hooper at the left top you can have, and in the middle also we got one air pump that makes the air to be mixed with the so-called contents of the tank. In the hooper they had used the word here powdered ore plus oil plus water. Yes, because it is an suspension. The components that we are going to add is an suspension. So in the tank we are going to add the powdered ore and oil and also water. What is the oil here? The oils are the xanthates, the fatty acids, and the pine oils. They are going to make the mineral to be collected in the froth. Now once we add up this so-called sulfide ores which are having the gons particles mixed with it, after adding they may be coming into the tank. In the tank we can observe first they will be going generally in the normal state into the tank from the hooper. Once we add the air, through the air vial enter, we can also call it as the vial entry or air pump we can call. It is going to agitate the mixture. It is going to agitate the mixture. We didn't mention or represented the froth here, but you can observe that into the froth the sulfide ore particles are entering. There are two different colors to represent the sulfide ore and the gons particles. So once the agitation goes on, what is meant by agitation? The air will be entering into the air pump into the tank, and when the froth is generated, to the top the sulfide ore particles will be collected, and to the bottom the gons particles are going to be collected. This takes place such that the entire process it leaves the sulfide ores at the top and the gons particles at the bottom. Now we have the point how to separate the sulfide ores and also the gons particles in the froth flotation container. We can just separate out the complete froth with the sulfide ores into a container, and later we can separate the froth from the sulfide ores. First of all we had collected the froth that is having the sulfide ore in it, and now we are going to dry up this froth, first of all, the froth that is formed is skimmed up, means it is removed. As it forms at the top layer, it is removed. Easily it can be removed. We had already discussed how it is removed. Then it is allowed to be dried, means the froth will be evaporated and the so-called sulfide containing ore will be left behind. So this is the method how we develop or we separated the sulfide containing ore. There are some conditions here. That is, sometimes whenever our so-called minerals that we had extracted, they may contain 2 or more sulfide ores, and we may need to have only one kind of ore to extract profitably, whereas the another kind of ore we need not want to have it. Then we are going to choose some kind of components that are called depressants. Let us see here. In this so-called froth flotation technique, what kind of ore will be separated? We had discussed that the sulfide ores will be collected in the froth. If at all in the froth we got 2 kinds of ores, that is called zinc sulfide and lead sulfide, and we don't want the lead sulfide but we want only zinc sulfide. Both are sulfide ores only, but we don't want lead sulfide, we want only zinc sulfide. So one of the sulfide ore can be allowed into the froth, another sulfide ore can be settled to the bottom by the addition of a component that is called sodium cyanide. What is it called? Sodium cyanide. So this sodium cyanide, it is making one of the sulfide ore to be entering into the froth and another sulfide ore to the bottom. Its target is to make the unnecessary sulfide ore only to settle at the bottom. Anyhow, the ores will be separated into the froth by the oils. Its target, whose target? Sodium cyanide target is to make one of the ore that is not necessary to be settled at the bottom. So it is called as an depressant. What is it called as? The depressant. In the froth flotation technique, the ore that is having zinc sulfide and lead sulfide, what the depressant we are using here? We are using the sodium cyanide. So let us get the definition here. It selectively prevents one ore from coming to the froth but allows the ore to come with froth. Means it is making the zinc sulfide to be entering into the froth and letting the lead sulfide to be settled at the bottom of the froth. So this is what the entire froth flotation technique for our session. This is very highly important for the objective, that is we need what is the depressant used here. The depressant used here is the sodium cyanide. And what are the collectors used here? The collectors are xanthates and also pine oil. Then also we had used the fatty acids, and also the froth stabilizing agents also were applied for the stabilization of the froth. Thank you, children. In the next class we will be discussing the most important concept that is called leaching.